Episode brought to you by Legacy Construction and Zenith. Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Coach's Corner. All right, today we're going to talk about one of a coach's worst enemies or his best friend, time. What can we do about time? There's never enough time in a day for us to install, for us to practice, for us to run drills. There's never enough time. So today, we're going to dedicate this show to creating an effective practice schedule, okay? Creating a practice plan from youth to high school to college. You got to know what to do with your time. You got to have it planned out, or else you're not even going to get close to the things that you planned for doing that day. All right, now, so before we get to the board, we're going to talk about it, all right? Because there's different types of practice schedules that we have. We have preseason practice schedule, we know. We have increased drill time, okay? So an increased individual period, increased less team periods earlier in the season so we can get more of the basics down. You have more in-season practice schedules where you're going week to week, so you want to install things. Also, you want to improve on things that you saw on film from the game before, all right? So that's more what you want to do in season. Postseason also is a lot of adjustments, but it might be less individual time and more team time or more group periods to work on more team things that you're going to see in the upcoming game, all right? Then also you have spring. So in spring, more so, it's just a brush up, but it's getting the basics in. It's getting guys getting rust off. It's getting guys going. It's installing new things that you may have started or learned through in clinics or things like that. So what we want to do today is talk about our practice schedules, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to put up a sample. All right, I know my diagram looks a little funny, but, I'm trying to make an Excel spreadsheet here. All right, so because of our boxes, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about offense first. So we'll do a sample preseason practice schedule, okay? And we'll break it down offensively kind of in a way that I know how to do it, and you guys can kind of put your own spin to it, but I use the Excel documents to create a document. One thing you got to do is make sure every coach has one. If you can, you put it in sleeves, okay? But you make sure every coach has one. You make sure you make one every day. And you try to be as specific as you can. Make sure all the coaches understand what's going on. And also, make sure that you get a coach's input. And when I say a coach's input, if you're a head coach and you need your offensive coordinator or your defensive coordinator, see what they want to work on. See what types of things that they want to install. See what kind of drills that they feel like we should be working positionally in each practice. And then that'll kind of help you as far as where you're going and what you want to do with your time. How much group time you have. How much split ND 7-on-7, 9-on-7, how much time you have to do these type of things. So what we're going to do is just go over a sample schedule, okay? Our daily schedule on let's go a Tuesday practice and in the preseason, all right? So let's check it. All right, first, we want to make sure we got our time slot. So we got our time slot, all right? Our first spot, we put our time slot here, all right? So our time will be there, all right? This will be an offensive practice schedule, so we'll do that. All right, put offense there. All right, in your time slot. Then you also want to have your period. All right, here's the period. These are our titles. So by position, we'll break it down. We got our quarterbacks. We got our running backs, wide receivers, tight ends, O-line. All right, and you break this down. It doesn't have to be, if you use more of a group philosophy, it doesn't have to be broken down like this. This is just a sample, okay? So we'll use it after school time, so we'll go at 3 o'clock and start our time frame. So we know we're going to be on the line at 3 o'clock, warming up, all right? 3 o'clock was our warm-up, all right? That goes all the way across, all right? We warm up all the way across. That's the whole team. That's our group warm-up, all right? Now, another important thing is understanding the increments. I've seen some practice schedules broke down by 5-minute increments. Some of them broke down by 10-minute increments. Some of them just use the period with the time. So you just got to be checking your watch. Here, we want to go in 10-minute increments. Okay, so from 3 to 3:10, we'll be warming up. Okay. Now, one thing that you also have to take in effect, all right, when you're doing your practice schedule, you got to take in effect nowadays. We have the heat advisory and things like that. So your water breaks have to be incorporated. So it's hard to track the time of a water break, but you can stay on top of it. So having a water break, you incorporate something in there. So after warm-ups, we got a hot day, we'll add a break in there. All right, so we'll break here. And that's we'll get there. The guys get a quick shot. We know where we're going for our next period. All right. Letting the guys know, getting everything going quick. Quick water, quick breather. All right, quick adjustment. So you got to add your breaks in there. You need to see them. That's the thing about it. You need to see your breaks. If you don't put them in the paper, it's easy to get tracked. It's easy to go over with a drill. Kids over there dog-tired or whatever's going on. But you got to put your breaks in there so you can see them. So you got to see where you're having a break and where's to get kids back so you can stay on a kind of a schedule. And also in youth, this helps because we all know how those parents get. So you get there at 6:30 in the evening, and we know how some of these parents get sit up there waiting. You know, they're ready. High school the same. So we got to be on our schedule, even if we are over sometime. Okay? All right. So after our break, we get warmed up. After our break, we're going to go into our individual period. Okay? So for my individual period, we're going to start every period. It's 3:15. All right? We go into Indy. All right? So for Indy, on this week, I would like to have probably, we say 25 to 30 minutes of individual time, okay? So we'll break that down. So we'll go, right, 3:35 on our time slot, okay? I'll step over here so you can see our time slot. All right, we'll go 3:35 on our time slot, and these will be our individual periods. So these will be Indy, all right? Now, in Indy, say, in high school you have coaches that aren't there all the time, so you have some things that you may need to work on. So as you want to work on these things, all right, we'll get in here and we'll say, okay, quarterbacks, we know for the first couple minutes we want to work footwork and then drops. All right, running backs, let's say footwork and then pass pro. Nah, let's not say that because that would be something else. Okay, we'll use that as an individual. So let's say footwork and let's say bags. All right, let's say bags. That's what we'll do. Wide receivers, we'll do the same thing. We'll do stance and start. All right, stance and start for receivers and getting our routes and ball drills. All right, routes. And this will be the same, okay, for our period. We'll work down into it. In the last part of the period, tight end, stance and start. All right. Offensive linemen, we would do the same, stance and start. And for the linemen, we probably do stance and start, and then boards. So we get stance and start, get into our boards, which I think is a part of that. All right, stance and start, and you get into boards, right? Tight ends, we'll work them with the linemen today, so they'll get boards too. So they'll start off their practice with a run game, tight end wise. All right, so we'll work this. This will take us, we'll do this 20 minutes. So we'll give this 2 periods there. All right, our last part of Indy, we'll get into something that we'll do this with our quarterbacks at work, play action, or mesh with running backs. All right, so we'll work mesh with RBs here. All right, working our run game. And we're working mesh with QBs. All right, receivers may work something else. So now let's work this. Let's work stalk block. We know we got to have that, so we'll work stalk blocking. All right? Lineman, we'll be working something. Tight end lineman, let's work right here. We're working double teams. All right? We're working double teams and getting to the next level. All right? Okay? You see where we at? So we got a 10-minute window. Now, you can cut this how you want it. So this might be 7 minutes. It shouldn't be taking a long time to work your drills. We should be getting rapid fire. And we all know we want to increase reps. So we want reps. We want reps. So we got to be going. We're not standing. We don't want a lot of guys standing around. The more reps, the more familiar, the better they'll play. Okay? So after we get individual, what do we want to do? We know we probably have to add us a break in there. So we'll add a break. All right, so here's our break here after Indy. All right, we add our break in there. All right, so now after your break, you decide what you want to do. Some guys do a split thing where they go inside drill and they go 7-on-7 and kind of use the running backs and they split the running backs and the linebackers and you kind of rotate that way so that they can both get a part of the pass game. Some guys do that. Some guys do other things as in passing game versus air or run game versus air or things like that. So what we'll say is we'll put a pass skelly in and our linemen will do one-on-one competition drill. So what we'll do is we'll do pass study here for our group period. All right, so we come back off a break. All right, and we go in a group. All right, we're going to run group for 20 minutes. All right. Okay, now in our group period, let's go Skelly. All right, we'll go Skelly with the skill players. So we'll go Skelly, which I said is 7-on-7. All right, we'll go Skelly. And then Skelly, you do some installing, some route recognition, do some adjustments. All right, now, in Skelly down here, okay, so Skelly, over here, the lineman will do something else, and these guys will do something. Tight end will probably be with Skelly. All right, if he's a part in the passing game, he'll probably be with Skelly. All right. All right, and your lineman will do 1v1 with D. Or they can still be working in an individual period. Okay, so you have your option to work this thing the way you need to work it. All right. So after we get in group, all right, we'll take a short break, or we maybe even transition straight into team. So after we take group, we'll get into our team period. So as we get into a team period, we add that in. All right, so we take our group period, we work that down. And teams want to be a little bit longer. Team, you're going to have a lot of things there where you want to get adjusted, you want to film it, you want to get as many reps as you can. All right? So after we break, we'll do that. All right, we'll break there. After we break here, okay, we're going to go down. Oh, sorry, using the wrong pen. All right. After we break, we want to get back to our times. We're back on schedule. All right. So we want to go. All right, and add our time in there. We'll put team in there. We'll go team for a good 30 minutes. So as we're going, the defense is also working the same way. So we'll put team in there, 30-minute period. A 30-minute period in team, you should probably get, if you can. Okay, so you got to get up. You got to get hustling. You got to get reps. On a good day, you may be able to get 20 plays, 21 plays. Okay, now if you're high tempo and you're doing things like that, you may be able to get more. Okay, but you want to try to get some plays going. You want to be fast tempo, see how many plays you can get recorded. The more reps you get, the more that you can make an adjustment, the more that you can do that. All right. So, now, in our team period, we get down here, we add team. All right, we all come together. Okay, now, this can go different ways. You have team O versus team D. It depends on how you do. Do you do defense and offense the same day? We can have team O versus team D. It can just be team run. It can be team pass. We can run team mix. We can run screen period. So it all depends on what you want to add into your team period. Okay, it all depends. So we'll go here on a summer quick day. We'll go team O versus D. All right. Team O versus D. All right, that's how we finish that off. Make sure, all right, so as you conclude practice and you get to the end of practice, make sure that you got your notes also on the practice schedule. So when you bring the team together, it might be some things that may have happened at school or notes you want to have. Make sure that that's also on there. Hydration is a big one. Make sure you're getting your physicals done or getting things signed. You shouldn't be out there without a physical, but make sure you're getting some paperwork done. Anything you have, okay, fundraising, things like that, you want to get the kids while you got them all together in the practice, put that on your schedule. Okay, any adjustments, put that on your schedule. Anything you may need to write down, write it on your schedule. Keep a pen in your pocket. Okay, and all these will help you. They'll all help you in translating to the kids and getting the kids to understand what we're doing and stand on the same page. Okay, and stand on the same page. But just a sample of what our practice schedule will look like, okay? And you can do this on Excel. You can do this on different softwares. There's many different ways that you can do this. All right, so this is what our sample looks like. Okay, this is an hour and a half practice. So, you know, if you're working 2 hours, some guys even have 3 hour practices. Their practice schedule will look a little bit different. So you have more time at each group. And sometimes you try to build in time because you may go over with the drill. So if you go over with the drill, you try to build in some other periods, okay, to help you adjust with the timing of those, okay? So, guys, appreciate you for joining me and appreciate you watching. Thank you. We'll see you next time.